presents the TUBCAST.
I am joined to my left with my friend J-Rod, and actually it's not always. It's just like once every 2 years, right?
But we're always friends,
Because it's been a while. You've been on the show before.
Yes.
But it's been a while.
And I'm surprised you brought me back, but I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah. It's great. Jolliver says here but silent, and then he said, wait, what is this?
It's a hostile takeover.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a hostile takeover. We got rid of Eric, and we got rid of Jeremy this week. No, Jeremy had to go travel to Istanbul to actually wrestle a bull. So that's where he is at. And Eric actually got something that I think is a very, very light form of Ebola. So they both kind of bowl, Istanbul Ebola type of thing.
Did he get it from a Chinese buffet?
Probably. He likes those Chinese buffets, and they are dangerous sometimes.
Oh, yeah. They don't cook the chicken all the way through.
They don't always cook the chicken all the way through, so it's dangerous. You got to be careful with that stuff. And as always, the other person in the room is our friend Kuipers. He is... Hey. You're pressing all the knobs and doing the things, right?
Dear.
I'm doing the things.
Doing the things. Yeah. So how you been? It's been a couple of years since people that watch the TUBCAST have seen you.
I still have a Taco Bell affliction.
Still have a Taco Bell affliction.
So
All
clearly,
right.
I haven't gotten rid of that.
I don't think that's an affliction. I've had people talk to me about that before this week, saying that Taco Bell is something that you shouldn't choose to eat. It should be something that you eat after you're drunk and don't remember it. I couldn't disagree with that more.
Yeah. I go to sleep dreaming of a caramel apple empanada every night.
That's a good dream.
I can taste it on my tongue.
That's a really good dream.
And then I wake up in a cold sweat.
You might have a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. I for one am okay with Taco Bell. So Kuipers, what do you think?
Taco Bell's all right.
All right, there we go. We've established that Taco Bell is okay in our books.
Although, why, with the $5 chalupa box, why do you have to put the bean burrito in there? That's probably one of the most worthless items that you could throw in with the $5 box.
Well, a lot of people like beans.
I do, but
you were telling us before we started here that you've been on a bean cleanse or something.
Whose chair is this?
I think might be Jeremy's chair. So
that wasn't audible, was it?
sorry, Jeremy. Sounds like you've ate a lot of beans this week, right?
Well, I figured that there's not.
Figured
there's not enough cows in the world that release methane, so why not add another, poisonous mushroom cloud to the environment?
Is it like a health thing to decide to eat a lot more beans?
I don't know.
I was just curious if that was the reason that you've decided to, because you said you haven't eaten any meat, you've only eaten meat once this week, right?
Yeah, I was just curious. I just wanted to see what would happen.
Okay.
The difference between my gas from eating meat as opposed to eating beans. It's a lot more fun eating beans.
So it's a science experiment then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have at least 348% more gas.
All right. Good to know.
Yeah. These pants, when we're done, going right in the laundry.
All right. Well, there you have it. I think our people know you a little bit better. No, so you are one of my dear close friends. We lived together for what? Was it 3 years?
3 years, yeah. And somehow we still got our deposit back.
That's surprising. My timeline reminded me of one of the incidents that we had just in the last week. And it was a spaghetti feed that you made for the two of us, which meant that you made enough to feed a family of 10.
Oh, easily.
For just you, and basically you were like, help me eat this. And then the next morning, we woke up to a flooded kitchen.
Yep. Well, yeah, nobody told me you weren't supposed to put spaghetti down the garbage disposal. Here I am.
Yeah. So
I done it.
that was news to me too. I don't think either of us recognized that was a bad thing to do.
That was really
So-
a rough couple of weeks between that and almost setting the dryer on fire because you're not supposed to put soaking wet pillows or. Well, you're not supposed to put pillows in the dryer at all, are you?
I think if you washed them, yes.
Well, they
That's
were washed,
it's
but
a decent idea.
they were really wet.
But that's because you overfilled the washing machine
Guilty.
and burned the motor out.
Well, when you're paying $1.50 per load, you're going to try to maximize how many
That's true.
how many clothes you got in there.
You know, people underestimate how good it is to have your own washer and dryer.
It's a first world problem,
yeah.
but it's a great problem to have
To have a washer and dryer?
that you don't have to pay for.
Right.
Or
yeah.
just, or wash
Or
and
are
dry,
paying for
period.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to go wash your clothes down in the muddy river.
Yeah. That's the fact that we as a society have gotten to the point that we are, where we have the things that we have, the modern conveniences, I'm always marveling at it. I mean, like, the fact that we can get from one side of town to the other in a half hour in rush hour traffic and not have to, like, walk for most of a day to get to that same point is pretty crazy.
Well, at least if you're walking, you don't have to worry about the potholes. You
That's
don't have to
true.
get your alignment fixed
That
if
is
you
true.
walk.
So is that a frequent problem for you? Have you had to get the
Walking,
alignment?
it sure is anymore.
Well, yeah. Nobody wants to walk. You've got a car. Why not drive it?
But I mean, I got a spare tire going, so in case I ever blow one, I got one right here. Have I crossed the line yet?
No, I don't. I
Okay.
don't think so.
I just want to make sure.
It's
I'm
just-
getting right
it's
up
an ad-
to the line, but I'm not going over.
It's
the
always
line.
an adventure with you because I never know where we're going with things.
I don't either.
I mean, the same could be said for Kuipers, though. I never know where a conversation with Kuipers is going to go.
I never know where a conversation with Kuipers is going to
That's
go.
true.
And I have him daily.
And he's Kuipers.
He is
Yeah.
Kuipers. How you been, Kuipers? It's been a week since I've seen you.
It's been 1 week since you...
No, we're not doing that tonight.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
I know.
It's kind of a thing we do here sometimes. But, yeah, I've been all right, though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You've done anything exciting, seen anything new, or played anything?
Yeah, I've been playing the greatest game that's came out 2 weeks ago.
Oh, no.
He.
No.
I think you know what it is.
Don't you say Jump Force.
Okay, I won't say it.
Well, he
But
doesn't
I
have
will
to
say you were
now.
correct.
He doesn't have to because he just said it for him.
Yeah, I did.
Yep.
I'm sorry to
All according to plan.
everyone and Eric. I should not have said that. Why are you still playing that game?
Because it's fun over the topness. Like, I'm not playing it for the story, not playing it for the gameplay, because gameplay is arguably pretty bad.
Right.
I'm playing it because it's ridiculous.
Okay, I guess.
So-
But I mean, I say this as a guy that doesn't know anything about anime.
That makes two of us.
It's never clicked with me. There are some anime things that I have enjoyed, but as a whole, the art form and the way that they go about telling stories, I get confused often, and that confuses me more than most things that confuse me. So
I remember.
That's a confusing statement.
I know, right?
I remember way back in the day, Cartoon Network, Lupin the Third. I don't know why I would watch that at 1 a.m, but was that considered anime? Have you heard of that show?
I have not.
I
Kuipers, you're a
haven't.
resident anime expert.
That is also only because I've watched an episode of anime, basically. I am not by no means an expert.
How about
Okay.
Dragon Ball Z? Is that anime?
That
That is anime.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was back in the day with Cartoon Network where they had their what was that Toonami,
Oh yeah.
because they did that late nights.
That was, Lupin the Third was on the Toonami.
Okay, so then it would have been an anime because they did that after they do like all the kids shows up until like 8 or 9 p.m. or something. I guess it depends on which time zone you're in. But then you'd have your Adult Swim with all the stuff like your Family Guy and Robot Chicken and
Followed up by Squidbillies.
Squidbillies, yes. Or Mr. Pickles. That show is the worst. I
Oh
don't
my
like that
God.
show.
You don't like Mr. Pickles?
No, that show weirds me out. Like, who wants a satanic dog that's trying to like
Hump
rule the
everything
world
into
and hump
submission?
everything? Yeah, I don't. And I'm sorry, my old man is showing with that I don't understand that TV show any more than I understand animes.
Mr. Pickles,
uh-oh.
good boy.
It looks like Eric is in the chat here. He says, I can't see Mr. Rod's face.
Yeah, there's a reason I'm hiding behind this microphone.
We can turn it to the... No, that's the wrong side. We got to push it the other way and then turn it inward. There we go. Now we can see you. There we go. Thank you for getting that, helping us out. Jolliver says, yay, also aren't you resigned to the porcelain throne, Eric? I don't think it's that kind of bola that he has. It's just a cold bola.
A cold bola.
Yeah, which sounds like that might be a delicious
Soft
meal,
bola.
but you don't want that. Soft bola. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Ethiopian restaurant.
Sure,
Soft
there you go.
bola.
So, Kuipers, with this game that you are playing, how many different animes are represented?
I don't know off the top of my head, but there's a lot of like small, like they'd add like a couple characters from like a couple different games. Like it's basically kind of like picture a Super Smash Brothers roster where you may get like 3 or 4 characters from a series, but then also get like 1 from another.
Okay.
Kind of like that.
Okay. So, in the humble opinion of one Kuipers, what is the greatest anime?
That is a hard question, actually.
I knew I'd stump you.
Yeah. I have to say right now, at least, my favorite is That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime.
That's the name of an anime?
That is the name of an anime.
What is this anime about?
So this guy dies.
Spoiler alert.
And he gets reincarnated as a slug.
Correct.
Oh,
Only
gosh.
this slime can do, like, he can shapeshift. He can, like, duplicate items just by absorbing them. It's ridiculous the amount of power he can do.
Okay.
And it's hilarious at times because of the power he can do.
Because this slime is just doing all kinds of weird things.
Yeah, like, imagine playing a normal JRPG.
That's hard to imagine.
Okay, fair. But, like, you're playing a game, and then there's just the regular slime, like, starter beginning character that's just, like, weak, scrawny. Like, this is what you start off fighting against. Now make it, like, the strongest character ever.
Okay.
That's the show.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Nickelodeon used to use GAC?
GAC. That stuff was great.
Yeah.
And they used to like slime people on all of their shows, and like in between shows, everybody would get like a pie, like a pie face,
Right.
but it would just be like green GAC or orange or yellow GAC or whatever.
Forgot it was called GAC.
Yeah.
Do you remember Legends of the Hidden Temple with the half-naked Aztec guy?
Yes. Why did you remember the half naked Aztec guy?
You know.
That was I remember that was like wasn't it a game show that they had to go through the temple and
Yes.
survive, and it was kind of like a kid's version of what's that other one that's dubbed, like they dub the voices over, and they have to like run through the most ridiculous things. What's the name of that game show that was from like China or Japan?
Most extreme something, or that was with adults.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah, but I mean, it was like the temple game almost felt like it was like a kid's version of that show.
And if you had to give the half-naked guy your pendant.
Oh, was that how you won?
If he caught you, yeah. You had to give up your
okay.
pendant, and then you had to continue on with challenges.
Okay.
I don't know
Yeah.
why this came up in the top of my head, but
I mean, it's just it was the throwback to Nickelodeon and the time of the. Did you ever have any GAC?
I did.
I did too. Kuipers were. Maybe you were too young for that.
My parents never let me actually get the GAC,
But
I
you
at least
wanted
know what
some.
it was. Yes. I mean, I did have Silly Putty, which was close enough.
Well,
Okay.
I ate the GAC, and I'm still here,
no.
so it didn't.
But I mean, that's really what GAC was. It was like a neon green slimy silly putty that was just like you got a ton more of it,
Right.
or like a less firm Play-Doh. Really, is what it was.
And it was safe and non-toxic according to
Yeah.
the label.
Well, and if you ate some of it and you're still here, I believe it.
That could be part of my digestion issues.
That makes sense. Eric says if this becomes an anime podcast, I will light it on fire. It's not going to become an anime podcast. I was just
This pod
curious.
is on fire.
I like the pun there. That was really good.
It's really because this Hy-Vee strawberry water tonight is just simply exquisite. So thank you to Jeremy.
Thank you to our sponsors.
Yeah.
Hy-Vee.
Hashtag drink up.
Drink up. Yes. No, this is not an anime podcast because even Kuipers admitted a few minutes ago that he is not the most knowledgeable on anime. So if we were to do an anime podcast, it would be like Ninja Warrior. That's the name of the
Eric
show.
coming
Thank you,
through
Eric.
in the clutch.
I knew that. I knew it had a show name that was close to that, and I could not, for the life of me, pull it out of my head.
Was it a Nickelodeon show or
No? It was another show that was like it came from overseas, and they would dub it over.
Yeah.
And then, like, they would say the most ridiculous things and give people the most ridiculous names that didn't make any sense and were sometimes very, very inappropriate. And that show always made me laugh whenever it was on because you're watching these people take these horrendous spills down whatever type of obstacle there is because it was always covered in slime. And they also had, like, terrible innuendo names like balls or something, and it was just a great show. And the commentators that dubbed over always said the stupidest things. It was great.
But that's what makes shows like that so enjoyable.
Right.
Is how
Right.
corny and cheesy they are.
Yeah, and especially since they could add that extra layer of like, it doesn't matter what any of these people said in like live, how serious they may have taken it or not.
Right.
We'll just throw it out there.
Yeah, because
So,
I don't know Japanese, so whatever
Exactly.
the dub over is saying. Is that a word, dub over?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. Or just dub.
Dub Nation?
Yeah, Dub Nation.
Golden
There you
State.
go.
Lock in.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
Ooh, firm
So,
Play-Doh.
yeah, I said that earlier, and Eric is repeating it in quotes because I'm sure he is chortling or just like in disbelief that I would say something stupid, which, surprise, that's what happens when I'm the one that's left running this show. Stupid things are going to be said.
Oh, I'm excited. I want to go back to something that Jolliver said a few minutes ago.
Yeah, let's
he
hear
said
it.
that he liked my face, which I appreciate, but
That's true.
it's not as good as your lips.
Not as I don't know what that meant. He said, I like Rod's face, not as much as Kyle's lips.
I can't remember exactly what they look like because they've been, well, I can see
They're
the
kind
bottom
of
lips.
they're kind of
but
covered by the mustache. Yeah,
top one's been covered for at least, I've known you
a
for
decade.
11 years.
Yeah, it's been covered for over a decade. Over a decade under the mustache is the name of my
Kyle
upper lip.
Enke story.
There you go.
Oh, that's your
That's
documentary.
my
your
documentary.
biopic.
And it's really just going to be like a whole bunch of terrible clips that are drawn from this video podcast that we have
And
done for the
maybe
last 3
we'll
years.
have Rafi from the league fill in.
Yeah. If we ever do, like, he's the guy that I would want to play me in a movie.
Oh yeah.
I don't. Who would play Kuipers in a movie? You got anybody that you would have play you in a movie?
Not offhand.
You haven't thought about this
No,
at
I've
all.
never thought about this really.
Kuipers, when they make a movie about the TUBCAST, you're going to have to cast someone. Because, you get to pick that stuff.
Andy Dick.
I mean, I was just gonna say Nathan Fillion, but it's also mainly because he's also a Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan Fillion will never appear in one of our movies, not after
Yeah.
Halo 5. And that's on Trevor. That's a long story, but we digress.
Trevor.
Who would play you in a movie?
Well, apparently everybody says I look like Ray Romano, even though I don't.
Yep.
I don't get it.
Yep.
I don't look like Ray Romano.
I can see it a little bit. Not a ton, but there's just enough similarity. You just gotta get that voice a little bit.
Hey, Ma.
There it is. He's done it. He's done it, folks. We're casting J-Rod in the story about Ray Romano's life.
I've been working on my Seinfeld a little bit.
Oh boy, let's hear it.
I got more than my airplane food line.
Let's hear it.
I'm Jerry Seinfeld, and this is Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee.
Okay. Alrighty, there we go.
It sounds better in my own head. Maybe it's terrible.
I don't know if you've seen these. I came across them a few weeks ago. There are people out there now that are using Snapchat's face swap to put together videos where they are taking pictures of celebrities and they are using the face swap thing to put it over them and then do an impersonation and make videos. So there's somebody that I came across on Twitter that makes videos that are like mock videos of Seinfeld's comedians getting coffee in cars, and every single time they end up in a car accident in which Jerry Seinfeld dies. But like it's very disturbing because it's like you can tell it's bad and it's a face swap, but at the same time you can tell that like if it was on just a little blurry or a screen, you would believe that it actually was Jerry Seinfeld and whoever else they decide to use with the face swap stuff.
Do you ever notice when he laughs, he doesn't make a sound? He has a very loud laugh, but no sound ever actually comes out of his mouth.
Really?
It's
I've
like,
not noticed that.
He goes, well, there was sound coming out there. I guess it's like...
But he doesn't make any
sound
laugh.
Never comes out. It's the most bizarre thing.
I need to watch more of this Comedians and Coffee show.
Season 5 streaming now on Netflix.
I've seen that. I have seen that. Eric says that Pete Holmes would play Kuipers.
Yeah, I could see it.
I could see that. Yeah.
I also thought, though, too, I could play the younger version of that one. If there ever to be a movie telling the story of the guy that got, like, the lawsuit to be kicked out of his parents' home, I could play the younger version of him.
That's true. That's true. Who should we cast as Jeremy in the movie? Nobody.
That's a great question.
Is that what I'm hearing?
That's a great question. I have to think about that.
I'm trying to think of somebody that would represent Jeremy well in the movie. I don't know if there's a celebrity doppelganger for him in that way.
My first thought was George from Seinfeld, but
I mean, he did get hair implants.
Jeremy did?
No, George from Seinfeld.
It's like, whoa! How did I never know that?
Cal Nova says Galifianakis for Kyle.
I've been saying that for years. Thank you.
I think you mean the guy from The League, not Zach Galifianakis.
No, I think he means Galifianakis.
Maybe they've got you. Who did you pay to get them to say it? Keemstar. Yes, Keemstar could play me too. I just have to wear a hat every day. So there's that. I don't know who Jeremy would play. How about Eric? I don't even know who would play Eric in the movie. I feel like we started down this road and then
we have to finish it now.
Yeah, Kuipers. Who would you pick for either of them? Do you have anybody on your sheet?
See, I would think George Clooney for Jeremy just because of the peppered beard.
Okay.
But that's about as far as I could go with that one.
I think you're giving Jeremy too much credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an attractive fella, but he's not George Clooney.
Jeremy's a 6 or a 7, but let's be honest, Clooney's a 9 or a 10.
Yeah. But you might be closer with that graying. Boy.
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood.
I don't know.
I mean, and we've got the age down there too, so that probably would work. And I can say that safely because I know Jeremy will never watch this tape back.
How about this be the roast of Jeremy tonight?
No, that's not what this is.
I'm kidding.
Obviously, Jeremy is much younger than Clint Eastwood is by like a decade.
And he's not a mule.
I never saw the movie. Did you see that?
No.
I want to see it so bad. That looked like a really good movie. Because
I'm down.
It seems like there's a pretty good cast in it too. But I don't. It seemed like it was a blip and then it was gone. So
that's what she said.
Something like that. What have you been up to lately? You been watching any watching any movies, playing any games, watching any TVs?
Yeah, actually, the wife and I have really had an addiction to Supermarket Sweep.
Supermarket Sweep.
Kuipers, have you heard of Supermarket Sweep?
I have not heard of Supermarket Sweep.
I'd be curious if anybody in the chat tonight has heard of Supermarket Sweep. It is circa 1991 and 2000, and it's currently on Amazon Prime. So basically, you play trivia games to build up your sweep time, and then at the end of the episode, they run wild through the grocery aisles and try to throw in as many expensive items into their cart as they can, and then the winner is the team who gets the most groceries. They then have to answer 3 trivia questions in 60 seconds to win a cool $5,000.
Oh my God! What a bizarre bizarre thing to have on streaming that people would decide, hey, let's put this on here because if it's on this system, people are going to watch it. If it's on this service, somebody is going to watch it, and they found you.
I mean, we might be the only two people that watch it, but I literally have the theme music down and the ending monologue before the show ends.
I do remember coming across this on television back in the day, and that is insane that it just goes to show you. I mean, there's a lot of different things that now anyone can literally find anything that is a perfect fit for them to watch on television.
I recommend that everybody go watch it. You have to watch at least one episode, especially the 91 episodes, because the sweaters that he wore, they were awful. It looked like
the show started in 91?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And Dave, you can even probably look it up. David Ruprecht was the host, and it looked like somebody threw up on his sweaters. I mean, the patterns that he had, they were awful.
Eric says Jeremy Piven would play Jeremy. I'll believe that. Kuipers, can you get us a picture of Jeremy Piven?
On it.
Okay. Cal Nova says, have you guys ever seen Solitary? It was a game show that was like prison mind games. I don't know how they got it on air. It was pretty sketch.
I actually did see that once.
That's not like that one that was like that Survivor show that was in Russia or whatever, where they like actually had to call the game, like call the show off because these people were almost dying
I know
in
what
the
you're
wilderness.
talking about. I don't think that's the same one.
I don't know if I have even heard of Solidarity. Okay.
I mean, I can see it.
Kuipers is pulling up the image now of
Piven needs
Jeremy
a little
Piven.
bit more pepper, I think, but
Get that beard a little bit longer. I think we got it. Eric says, I would like Seth Rogen to play me.
How did we not think of Seth Rogen?
There it is. I knew I knew we needed to find a comedian. I just could not think of it. I thought of Will Ferrell, but that's just because when I think of Will Ferrell, I think of somebody that's really tall.
Yes.
And Eric is really tall.
Eric's like 7'3".
That was my first thought. But Seth Rogen definitely feels like that's a better fit. Although I don't think Eric quite has the laugh that Seth Rogen does. I could literally sit there and listen to Seth Rogen laugh on repeat.
Can you try to duplicate his laugh?
No, I lost it.
I can't either.
I lost. I thought I could, and then I lost it. So, Calnova's giving me a link to look this game up, I think, with the show's description, if the internet will let me load it. Maybe not. He probably just sent me a virus. Thanks, Calnova. No, I don't believe that he did.
Trojan warning, that's normal, right?
Yeah.
Just go ahead and click there. It should be fine.
Oh, that one. Okay. No, it's just not loading for me. We'll give it a second here to try and finish loading. So you said the 90s is the best portion for this clean sweep because of the sweater game.
Oh, I mean, well, he's a terrible person now, but you know, the phrase Cosby sweater back in the day was actually something kind of funny, but
right.
I mean, if you and maybe Kuipers can find a picture of the show from 91, but the sweaters that David Ruprecht wore were they were awful. There's no other way to describe how terrible they were. Like if you went now, you would probably they wouldn't even sell them in like a thrift store.
Hearing you
show it
away.
Okay.
Hearing you groan over that sweater while you're away from Mike. Oh.
Uno.
Oh my gosh.
It's the Uno cards.
Yeah. Well, I think we have found the target of our image for this week's.
Nope. I've found one better.
Okay. I mean, I was going to say not necessarily this image, but I think that we have found where to go to find our image.
I'm telling you, you guys need to watch one episode. It'll change your life.
Eric says, "Excuse me, I'm 8'3".
Oh, sorry, Eric. I forgot to carry the one.
Gosh.
Yeah, that is a sweater.
It's a peacock.
That almost looks like a Seattle Seahawks color scheme.
Yeah. Throwback to like the early 2000s.
And to our audio listeners, it is all just like pyramids.
Yeah, it's
like
pyramids
triangles
that are
within triangles, like
blue and teal and neon green.
and black.
And black, yes. Okay, so I did finally get this to load here. Cal Nova
No virus,
sent
right?
us no virus. Yeah. He also Cal Nova says, "Can I have your mother's maiden name and your zip code as well?" Asking for a friend. No, we have fallen for that trick before, and Eric will provide you with a social security number. Yeah, that's how those things go.
Well, I like to donate to a charitable cause every year. So last year I donated I got something in the mail from a Nigerian prince, and it seemed pretty credible. So
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I sent them my entire life savings. I haven't gotten anything back yet. I'm waiting for one of those little calendars that the kids draw on, or you know.
Something that tells you, "Hey, thanks for your donation."
Right, and I haven't gotten anything yet.
Just keep waiting, buddy.
Did I get duped, perhaps?
Probably not. No,
okay.
it's coming in the mail.
So
I'm
I should
sure.
probably donate again this year.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably. But if you want to just drop that off at my place first, I'll make sure to get it in the mail.
Okay.
So there we go.
Certified mail.
Yeah. So Solitary. The description of it is it was a reality show on the Fox reality channel whose contestants were kept in round-the-clock solitary confinement for a number of weeks with the goal of being the last contestant to remain in solitary for a prize of $50,000.
Oh, that's a pretty good chunk of money.
It was the channel's first original series, commissioned, debuted in 2006. The last season, it ended in 2010, so it was on the air for 4 years.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. The idea of being the last person to last in a solitary confinement is, how would you survive that?
Well,
Some days I go crazy just with like little noises that I hear in my house when I'm home alone, let alone being in solitary confinement for X amount of time.
I think I'm prepared for this because, as you know, Kyle, Shawshank Redemption is one of my favorite movies.
That is true.
And poor Andy Dufresne, he spent a lot of time in the hole. So as many times as I've watched that movie, I think I could make it.
You've got all the Andy Dufresne tips that you need to survive the hole.
Andy Dufresne once crawled to freedom through 500 yards of something smelling foulness that I can't even imagine. Or maybe I just don't want to. Say Wataneo. That's where Andy crossed.
This guy, it's insane.
4 movies that I've seen.
out of the 4 movies that you have seen in your life, that you can quote pretty much the entire Shawshank Redemption. It never failed. Anytime that movie was on, and I would turn it, like flip through channels and catch that, you wouldn't even miss a beat. You would know what the next line was. It scared me.
It was worthless though on AMC because with commercials it was 7.5 hours.
That's true.
And it's a whole day ordeal.
That is true. Cal Nova says, "I'm telling you, sketch, almost Stanford experiment sketch." Yeah, that does not seem like that is a. What does that show even look like on television? Just watching people in solitary confinement. Like, what are you even watching at that point? You literally are just watching a security camera in a holding tank.
I think they do actually have there's challenges you do within the rooms.
Oh, okay.
Because at least I'm pulling up an image here.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, that is some Black Mirror looking stuff.
Yeah,
right there.
It's very Black Mirror looking, but
Ooh.
How long would the winter go? I mean, was this like weeks or was it just a couple of days?
I have no idea. I'm just looking at pictures right now.
Yeah, I don't know. They had no contact with the outside world or other competitors, with the following exceptions. At the very beginning, they had a 2-minute phone call that was permitted. The guests had a chance to send a letter to their loved ones. It sounds like they changed some of the rules as the seasons went on. But yeah, beyond the isolation, there was isolation from time with no clocks, watches, or other timepieces available to the contestants. There's no environmental time cues like sunlight or moonlight. The environment was completely controlled from temperature, light, access to a restroom, food, etc. In addition, the room is roughly octagonal, as you can see in that image, adding another disorienting aspect. My gosh.
They should try that nowadays, but people have to go without their phone. And if they can even make it a day without being on their phone, then they get some sort of prize or reward, because I don't think it's possible.
Well, there was that thing. I know we talked about this a few months back with who was the company that was offering like $100,000 if they decided not to, if they like decided to give up their smartphone and just use like an old flip phone. Do you remember who that was, Kuipers? That was Smart Water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they had a contest that was running that if people could give up their smartphone for a year, they were giving away like $100,000 or something in this contest. Like you'd be in the drawing or whatever. And they would provide you with an old flip phone that had T9 texting and stuff, so you could still use the phone for texting and for calling. But yeah, that's crazy.
I'll never forget my first flip phone. I don't even know if I ever told you this. When I got it, Verizon had something called Pix and Flicks. Mm-hmm. So I thought, because my dad told me I didn't have text messaging with the plan,
right.
But I had something called Pix and Flicks. So I thought that meant I can't send a text message to somebody unless I put a picture in with the message. And my dad informed me that was not the case with an $875 cell phone bill.
How many pictures did you send to people?
Well, it was 25 cents a picture message, so...
Good grief.
That would be, over 3,200 picture messages in a month?
Oh, my gosh.
People would ask me, why are you sending me a picture of the floor when you're saying, hey, how's it going? And I had to explain to them that I don't have text messages, but I have picture messages.
That may be one of the best things I have ever heard in my entire life. Random pictures coming from J-Rod with a general text message just so that he didn't...
And this is when I worked at Sears, so like one picture would be the floor, and then the next picture would be a miter saw or a
mannequin dressed up.
Yeah, or a mechanic's tool set.
So you basically treated your phone like Snapchat.
Yeah, exactly. Back before it was cool.
Yeah, Calnova just said in the chat, Snapchat pioneer. There you go. You could have had that whole like $9 a share that they're worth right now.
Well, between that and we've discussed, the box idea that we had come up with.
Yep.
For feminine products.
Yep.
We didn't initiate that quick enough.
Yep.
And so now
the ship sailed on that one.
Just a day late and $1 short.
That was at the height of subscription boxes that you came up with that idea, and we just never got a business plan together.
We just need to drive to Sioux Falls again because that was
where we had a lot of ideas.
Very clear, a lot of clarity, a lot of good thoughts.
Yeah. Calnova says that you need some royalties because you set up Snapchat basically back in the day. And then he says in quotes, "I showed you my floor. Please reply." There you go. Jeremy is in the chat. Welcome. He's asking. I think he was asking about Jeremy Piven. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The guy that is going to play Jeremy in the movie.
Oh, Jeremy H is going to play Jeremy Piven.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Or the other way. One of the two. I can't remember. I think he was talking about the image that was up with, I don't know if it still is up on the screen, but the solitary.
I really wish that somebody's character would be Norm Macdonald. I just love Norm Macdonald.
Yeah, Norm Macdonald's, especially his voice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, his voice is great. But yeah, Norm Macdonald can show up in some way, shape, or form in our movie. That would be cool.
Yeah.
We could have him be the narrator or something.
Yeah, or Morgan Freeman if he's still alive at that point.
Yeah, there you go.
He's like 100.
What about Ron Howard though?
Actually, we need Ron Howard to do the narrating so we can have an Arrested Development vibe to the movie. We'll figure something out.
They didn't.
Norm. Thank you, Ron Howard. Maybe we should talk about some stories. We found a few this week. So yeah, maybe we should do that because I think
I could do this all night.
I didn't do anything else this week except for shovel the 5 million feet of snow that dropped in that blizzard or the mini blizzard that we had this week.
The only blizzard that's acceptable is one with chocolate toppings.
Exactly.
Okay, that does remind me of something, though.
Yes, Kuipers.
So, I was kind of mad on when we were clearing up the snow from that past blizzard over the weekend.
Yep.
So, at least I was out. Pretty much the whole neighborhood was out, kind of also shoveling at the same time Sunday morning. And got the house sidewalks cleared off. Then go back or kind of relax after the day, just kind of being like, okay, cool. Roommate went off to go to work, looked outside and saw, why is there snow in our sidewalks again?
Because it was blowing.
No, because the neighbor snow blowed their driveway right into ours.
What?
Yeah. I
Man.
kid you not. Like, it was just like, oh, cool.
You
Look
need
at
better
all this
neighbors.
Snow. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll throw eggs at their house.
No, we won't. This is on the internet, J-Rod.
Yeah,
Like,
but
people would know that it was
They
you.
would know it's premeditated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
now
but I don't know where Kuipers live. So
Yeah,
I
but
could
now-
go egg any random.
But
house.
now, if this guy's house gets egged, they're coming after you. Like, the cops are gonna be like, that guy said that one thing on that one show that not everybody in the world was watching.
Yeah, but they'll know it's not me because out of a dozen eggs, I didn't hit the house a single time.
That's
so,
true.
So if there was at least one egg that hit the house, then you know it wasn't
That it
me.
wasn't you. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm not good at pointing the shoulders before I let it go.
That checks out. Yeah, no, we had
That's my alibi.
we had our neighbor across the street help us by plowing the sidewalk. So all I had to do was shovel the 3 feet out of my driveway,
You
which
make
was
it seem like it's so easy.
no, it wasn't. It was a long morning. Yeah, I don't want it to snow again, but it sounds like it's going to be happening again
Please,
this
no.
weekend. Yeah, it made getting into the studio even more difficult because we don't have snow removal that we pay for here. So, and I don't blame the landlord for not doing anything in the alley that we park in.
Ain't
So
nobody got time for
yeah,
that.
no one's got time for that. So, we've got some stories here. This one was one that came in from PC Gamer. The headline is, "We did not sign up to develop weapons," say Microsoft employees protesting $479 million HoloLens Army contract. So there, $479 million. That is a contract that the U.S. Army has with Microsoft for an integrated visual augmentation system. So basically, we are talking about like the future that you would have in video games with the augmented reality and targeting and all that kind of information that would be coming at you.
I mean, and sometimes augmentation's a good thing.
Yes.
Yeah, like we learned
Yes.
in Black Mirror.
Exactly. Exactly. So it sounds like this is basically a helmet, and Kuipers has got a picture up there from the story that seems like they are basically having them create what was that Google Glass that they made a while back, but in a military capacity, which a lot of employees are not happy with because they signed up for working at a tech company, not for building weapons,
Right.
Which feels like, even though it is in the same vein, may not necessarily be what they had signed up for as they got their job there, which I don't entirely disagree with them in that regard. It seems like that would be something that is a much different type of job that you're doing with different consequences to real life than just creating a piece of software that someone uses in a normal like office job.
Right.
So it sounds like they had opened. There are some people that have protested. They've written an article or a letter that they titled "HoloLens for Good, Not War," with the idea that they don't want to be delivering technology to the U.S. military to increase lethality.
I like the word lethality.
Yeah, I don't know if that's actually a word or not. I don't know if is that a new was that a word before this letter?
Lethality?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Okay. Thank you, Kuipers. You are our fact checker, so I believe you. I've never heard the word before, so it brought a question to my mind. But no, it's a good word. I like it.
I mean, I didn't learn that in OPS
Yeah. There you go.
because of the budget shortfall.
So, yeah, I don't know. That seems it's just weird how much, like, even a job like that, I don't think you would have thought anything of that even 15 years ago, that would be something you'd get drafted into in your job, to be building something like this for this specific type of purpose.
I was just going to say the exact same thing. I mean, it didn't seem like it was that long ago that to play a game on the computer, you had to insert a floppy disk.
That's true.
And
That's
now,
true.
I mean, the story.
Yeah, and I mean this is one of those things that they could be building something similar to this that would be for a more everyday use, which I think feels like it would be less of a conscious type of, do I feel like this is something that I can make in good conscience, as opposed to like you are literally making a piece of equipment that helps somebody use a weapon to kill somebody.
Right.
As opposed to making something that's an augmented reality so that people can be looking things up and doing things hands-free that they'd usually be using a phone for
Sure.
or whatnot. So it definitely seems like it's interesting that there is that that difference in the way that things are being built. Calnova says, do you think if they got a headshot, confetti comes out of it like in Halo 3 when you snipe grunts? That's a really dark turn. I mean, probably. That seems like that would be something that they would want to do, make you feel a little more like a hero and less like you're doing something that'll stick with you forever.
Sure.
You know.
Kibbles brings up a good point as well. Make games, not war.
That's true.
I think one of the candidates in 2020 should use that as their slogan.
Make games, not war. Agreed.
Bring back Cyber Tiger.
And then Eric has also said in the chat, my phone thinks that lethality is a word, so it's a word.
There is a Wikipedia page dedicated to lethality as well.
Perfect.
Which I also like, also called deadliness, deadliness,
Deadliness?
or perniciousness.
Perniciousness.
Pernicious.
Oh, pernicious.
All I can think of when he said that word was the spelling bee, like the Middle Eastern kid in like 4th grade who's spelling the name on the back of his name tag and then asking for the language of origin. Like that's going to help you spell a 17-letter word.
Right?
Oh, it's French. Oh, okay. I know how to spell it.
I mean, I suppose if you kind of have some idea of how different spellings rules work in different languages, if you're that into spelling,
Sure.
you may kind of have an idea of what things may look like.
And maybe other languages are easier than the English language.
There's definitely more rules and broken rules in English than any other language. That is for sure.
Because we rock.
Because we rock. Oh, that was a good point to move to our next story.
Oh.
This one was coming from altpress.com.
It's like we planned it or something.
Yeah. 2 bands perform gig inside of a Wendy's. There was a restaurant that they came across in Knoxville, Tennessee. These 2 bands, McKenna and Capital Vices, they stopped in and they were just using the bathroom and they jokingly asked if they could play. The manager let them play because she said that it was her birthday and she wanted to do it as a birthday present. So they literally set up their whole set with like electric drums or electric guitars, drums, bass, brought in all their amplifiers and everything, cleared out tables, and did a 10-minute set each in the inside of this Wendy's. And the Wendy's stayed open the whole time, let people come through and order food and whatnot. But
how would you react to that when you're going in for a Dave's Classic, and let's say that one of these bands is a death metal band?
I think they are metal bands.
Can you confirm that, Kuipers?
We do.
Do you have the video?
Yeah, let me try to get one.
Okay. I don't know if I might be wrong.
Would you still go in and get your meal, or would you just peace out and go down to Taco Bell?
I mean, me personally, seeing something like this, I would be intrigued.
Oh, me
I know
too.
there's a lot of people that if they were doing this, they would, or if they saw that, they would be like, no, I'm not going to deal with that kind of nonsense.
Well, if I've already gotten out of the car to walk into Wendy's, I've already made that horrible choice, so I might as well continue and follow through with the process.
Yeah, it makes sense. If you're already inside, you might as well use it.
Because fries and a Frosty do go together.
They do go together like feathers and birds.
All right, we're gonna try it.
Oh.
Try it,
this with
Kuiper.
video.
Yeah, Kuipers. Let's try it. See if it.
This has also been unscreened video, so and it's not muted.
Called Better Days.
That is exactly how I picture them sounding. Number 112, your order's ready. Number 112.
Okay, so not quite metal.
Can you imagine somebody going through the drive-thru?
Yeah, what is going on in there? I just want a Frosty.
I want your Heartland Ranch dipping sauce.
No, I need a regular Frosty, not vanilla.
What? How much is the total?
I think that guy just gave them some fries. I think that they're handing out fries.
Oh, I love it.
The drummer is eating fries. That's perfect. That was definitely
That was beautiful.
that was awesome. I mean, what a fun way to spend a day for your birthday. Having a couple bands drive through, just decide they're going to stop so that they can pee,
right.
and they decide to make your birthday wishes come true and play a show right there and on the floor of your Wendy's.
It seemed like they basically took up all the seating room as well.
Yeah, it looks like they cleared out all of the tables and were like, "Hey, let's have some fun," and that's exactly what they did. So
It didn't look like that Wendy's was really too attended anyway, so
yeah, but
they had a little bit more room to
Yeah.
spread out.
yeah, I don't know how many Wendy's are actually full of people as much as they used to be.
Well, and I mean it's 2019 and it's
Yeah,
America.
everybody's going
we're
through the
not going to
drive-thru.
get out of our car. It's
Yeah.
7 steps from the parking lot to the front door.
Yeah.
And I'm not judging because I'm that person as well.
Yeah,
I complain that
that's
there's
me.
14 cars in front of me, but I could go in and it would take 17 seconds, but I don't have
Right.
time for that.
I mean, the other part of that is you could go inside and you would probably get it before all of those just because you've put your order in ahead of 10
Right.
of those cars.
But I want to sit in the car and listen to smooth jazz on Sirius XM.
Okay.
Because that's how I get down in the drive-thru.
I don't believe a single word of that.
Channel 47.
Okay,
All
now
right.
I believe you.
I guess maybe I believe you.
Maybe it's 67. There's a 7 in there somewhere.
Okay, I definitely don't believe you at all.
You know, this is also 2019, so you can also just order the Wendy's online and then
Yep.
have someone deliver
And
it
you
for
can
Yeah.
pay like $4 extra for
Yeah.
your 4 meal. What is that? What that is? That
Yeah.
they have the
Yeah,
4
the
for 4.
4 for
Yeah,
4.
4 for 4. There we
Well,
go.
you get 2 of those and you get yourself a meal.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you spent less than $10.
Yeah,
To
it's a
quote
great deal.
Charlie Sheen, #winning.
Yeah, duh, winning. All right, next story that we have is Ja Rule's at it again.
Oh, this was terrible.
So Ja Rule's halftime show, this is from SB Nation, his halftime show for the Bucks was the second biggest disaster he's been involved in, which he just recently has had the great fortune of the publicity from the documentary about the fire festival. That was a complete hoax and disaster.
It's a trap.
Yeah, pretty much. So the Milwaukee Bucks held a 90s night last week in which they had the most painfully awkward halftime show in a long time because they brought out Ja Rule and was in the middle of trying to get the crowd pumped up for the performance, and he comes out and he says, "They say this is 90s night, so they brought out a 2000 artist," and then he laughs at himself. He goes, "But my album came out in 99, so I guess that counts." No one laughed. It was real quiet. And he goes, "Are we ready?" Nothing happens. He goes, Are we ready?" Nothing happens. And then he goes, "I guess not." And it sounds like it was, the video of it I saw online, it was one of the most awkward things in the world. Because here you've got this artist who's trying to put on a show and he's shooting himself in the foot, on top of the fact that everybody that was in that arena probably saw one of the 2 documentaries about his failed festival.
Well, and what was great too is Giannis, I can't pronounce his last name, from the Bucks, is taking warm-up shots.
Yeah, there was three minutes left of halftime show. He's in the middle of doing his performance once the guy in the booth actually starts the music, and the team is out on the floor shooting, warming up for the second half of the game.
I mean, if you're gonna pick a '90s artist, why would that be your choice?
Yeah, I don't know. It does not seem like it would be a great idea.
Whole question, quick, Kyle and Kuipers. Do you give me who would you have as your '90s night concert at halftime if you had to pick?
Chubbawamba.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Would that have been 90s?
Yeah, they were 90s.
Okay.
Tub Thumping was totally a 90s. Or wait. Yeah, it was 90s.
All right. I'll give you that. I'm trying to check before I say anything ridiculous to see. Yeah, I would say Bare Naked Ladies. That seems like that would be a good 90s.
So you're saying it's been 1 week.
Exactly, Kuipers. You read my mind.
You get the Chinese chicken, you have a drumstick, and your
Brain stops
sticking. That's what it was.
Getting frantic.
Was Smash
like
Mouth
Harrison
in the
Ford.
2000s?
Smash Mouth, I
90s?
think, was 2000s. Yeah, they seem like they would have fit in the 90s, but that's probably just your childhood wrapping into like realizing the world in high school.
I'd pick Destiny's Child.
They might also be 2000s.
See, well, all my favorite '90s bands. I mean, the lead singers are pretty much all dead. So
yeah, there's that.
I mean,
Smash Mouth was actually formed in the 94.
In 94?
Holy
Okay.
And All
cow.
Star was from 99.
Okay. I got a
So
different one.
they could have fallen under the Ja Rule.
Yes, The Offspring.
The Offspring. There you go.
That would be a rockin' halftime show.
That would. Eric's throwing out some there. He said Third Eye Blind,
Third Eye
Matchbox
Blind
20.
is a good one.
And I beat him to the Bare Naked Ladies.
Tell me, how's it gonna be?
Yeah. There would be there's a lot of '90s artists that would have been better than Ja Rule.
Like Beck.
He doesn't.
Beck. Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
That's Kuipers. You have impressed me tonight with
gold.
your grabbing '90s artists. Considering you were born in what
95.
90. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that makes me feel.
There we
old.
go. I know, right? And I'm only 10 years older than him.
But who's counting?
Who's counting? Yeah, it's been one week came out in '99. So,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Were the Goo Goo Dolls '90s? I feel like they've been around forever.
They had to have been, right?
Yeah, I would think so. And then also, I can't think of the name of the band, but the Mark McGrath was the lead singer. Someday, when my life has passed me by. I feel like they were '90s, and I'm drawing a blank on who they were, what the name of that band was.
I'm drawing a blank.
Sugar
too.
Ray.
Sugar Ray,
Thank you,
yes.
Kuipers.
Kuipers.
He is.
Music is my forte.
Man,
Is he on it
Pun
this much
wasn't
every
intended
week?
at first.
he's not usually on this much. That's fantastic.
I'm telling you,
Calnova
it's
says
this Hy-Vee strawberry
it's that Hy-Vee
water.
strawberry water.
Hashtag drink up. Thank
Hydrate.
you for sponsoring the podcast.
Calnova says Wu-Tang Clan.
They're coming to Stir this year.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you like them?
I don't know enough Wu-Tang Clan.
I feel like the only reason I know them is because they were in a Macklemore song.
They
That's
were?
that's what you get when Wu-Tang raised you.
Oh, there you go. That makes sense. Yeah.
All
That's-
around the world.
Yeah, that would. I mean, there's literally a large chunk of artists that would have made for a better halftime show. I'm guessing none of them were probably going to be able to be got as cheaply as him.
No, they gave him
because-
like a souvenir hat and a hot dog.
Yeah, like he's in the I need to reestablish my career mode because he's really hurt himself and his image immeasurably with that stupid festival that he was a part of. So this is not helping his cause any by making a big deal. He did after the fact. Someone there, the Minnesota Timberwolves, who I think were playing the Bucks, had tweeted something about we too were hustled, scammed, bamboozled, hoodwinked, led astray, and had a picture of Ja Rule at the halftime show. To which he responded on Twitter and basically said that he was going to leave a curse on them for the next 30 years.
Well, they're already cursed, so too bad.
There you go. Yeah, he's throwing curses out on Twitter on people that are making fun of him and his fire festival.
And I don't want to speak for Ja Rule, but I'm guessing based on these pictures that Kuipers has put up for us, that his New Year's resolution was to expect more from his deodorant and antiperspirant. Look at that, no clumps.
That's true. That's a clean armpit right
Yeah,
there. That's a good clean armpit.
That is the one that men envy and strive for.
There we go. All right. And Kuipers brought us a story this week. This one is I think Kuipers is maybe afraid for his own safety, since he is the youngest guy in the tub. This story's coming from MarketWatch.com. The headline: "Young people's blood will not make you live forever," FDA warns. So, Kuipers, I'm just going to tell you, we're not trying to get your blood.
I'm still not entirely convinced.
Okay,
that's why I gave you.
Okay, so the FDA has issued a statement this month saying that such treatments can marketed as a way to fight disease have no proven benefits and many potential risks. So they're saying don't get blood transfusions from young folk as you get old folks.
What about tiger blood?
Tiger blood, I think, is acceptable.
Okay.
But the problem with that is it's dangerous trying to get tiger's blood because
Yes.
you have to actually use darts and whatnot to put them down to then get the blood, because it's like...
Or we could just ask Galifianakis and Ed Helms how they did it.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, they were able to get a
That's
tiger
true.
in the hotel room, so...
Yeah, because
Caesar-
once Galifianakis plays me in the movie, then we'll have a direct link to Mike Tyson and his tiger that he owns.
Yeah.
So I think we'll be good there.
And Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga are a thing.
No, they're not. Stop it. Stop it.
This is your ET story
Stop
for the
it.
night.
Stop it. So there you go. Don't go out and get young people's blood to try and make yourselves feel better. It doesn't necessarily work, the FDA is saying.
Go try a probiotic instead.
Yeah.
You'll feel better. It'll
or just
clean you out.
or just eat a bunch of beans like J-Rod's doing this week.
Or eat a probiotic,
Yep.
colon cleanse, and eat beans.
Yeah, there you go.
Phillips probiotics.
And then use essential oils.
Exactly.
Oh,
yes, those
are
essential
wonderful,
oils.
Yes.
I saw a great meme the other day with this boarded up door that had a bunch of SWAT team members that were trying to bust in, and the SWAT team members all have some kind of disease or something that's labeled on them, and the bottom picture was just the latch on the inside of the door, and there is a Cheeto that is in the latch holding the door closed, and it said essential oils. And it made me chuckle a lot.
I like that.
Because there's a lot of people that think that essential oils are going to just solve every problem.
They do help clear the sinuses, though. As
Yeah, there's a lot of good
temporary fix.
there's a lot of good things that essential oils can do, but they just
Cheetos are better.
aren't going to do
Cheetos
everything.
are a better fix, though.
Yeah, Cheetos are definitely a better fix. Kuipers, you had one other story that you brought that I don't even know how to go about this one. It's a hyper-realistic bust of Roman Emperor Nero. Looks like a real neckbeard. You want to set this one up for us, Kuipers?
You kind of just did enough, I feel.
Okay, you're just going to show the image then?
Yeah, we're just going to get the image up here and then realize that, yes, he kind of looks like a neckbeard.
That's Nero, huh?
That's Nero.
That's awful.
According to this is the rendition the model that the one person had made.
Who does he remind me of?
Someone that lives in their mom's basement.
That would be actually.
Yeah. Or I don't know, the neck beard itself almost looks like he's from somewhere in middle Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He makes quality handcrafted furniture.
Yeah. Has never seen a light bulb before.
He goes out, he churns the butter. He's living in an Amish paradise.
Yeah. This is probably a super terrible thing to say about this, but that the neck beard itself is Actually, no, it's Moe's. It's Moe's from The Office.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yes, that's
it's
what
like
it is, Kyle.
They are saying that Nero is Moe's from The Office.
That's it. Yep.
That explains so much.
Good call.
There we go.
And as a brief side note, Little Nero's Pizza was the delivery company in Home Alone.
It's all connected. It's all
If they didn't
connected.
deliver it in 30 minutes, it was free. Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Cal Nova says, my favorite meme is when they say you don't need to pull out an anti-vax chick because 3 years of child support is better than 18. Yeah. Yeah.
Cal Nova's they're on their game tonight.
Yeah. All right. Kuipers has informed me that we don't have the old transition anymore. So you may have been on your '90s pop music or just '90s music in general, but I don't see that you have a 404. Oh, geez, Eric has just redeemed a Kuipers. Oh no, he hasn't. He's not doing it right. Oh, there it is. There it is. He's redeemed a Kuipers dance. All right. Do we want to do this now, or do we want to do the 404 first?
Well, I mean, now probably
Let's do it now.
I'm so intrigued. What is going on here?
You're about to see.
Yeah, you're about to see. There's this thing called the Kuipers dance. If you are watching the TUBCAST live, you get these things called tub bucks. Okay. And what a tub buck does is every 10 minutes you get 10 tub bucks that you're watching, right? And if you've watched enough, if you have 500 tub bucks, you can make Kuipers dance. So
well, he's been over there doing the downward dog and calisthenics.
Yeah, he's
so
stretching. He's getting himself limbered up. Cal Nova says, I don't think I even have tub bucks. I'm sure you do, my friend. Hit that bang tub bucks or exclamation point tub bucks in the chat, and it will tell you how many you have. Like, there you go. I've just put an example in there. It'll show you how many you have. I'm usually logged in on the stream on my account, so I've got a large amount of tub bucks that never get used unless I decide to play slots in it. What was that, Kuipers?
Well, we're still kind of wondering what song.
Yeah, Eric has sent a video.
No, he
Yep, he has sent a video with one of his favorite 90s songs.
Oh, this ought to be good.
So we will...
Tell me it is what I think it is.
I don't know if it is what you think it is.
Eric, please don't have disappointed me.
Kuipers, I don't think that's how this works here. So there you go, Cal Nova. You do have tub bucks. You've got 330 tub bucks. So
Nice.
all right, Kuipers, are you ready for this?
I'm
You
ready
bet
for
I
this.
am.
All right.
I never take you out, ask what you're all about. I always smell like smoke, everything's just a joke. I never look at you when you come hear me sing. These are not all of it, many simple things.
All righty, there he goes. It's about time.
You tell me, please.
Is Dancing with the Stars coming back for another season? We got one right here.
Yeah. Kuipers is definitely on the next season of Dancing with the Stars.
His headphone cord is kind of scaring me.
Oh, it's fine. He's a professional. The only time he's ever fallen has been out of exhaustion, not due to stepping on the cord.
Okay, that
Yeah.
makes me feel better.
Yeah.
I never talk to you.
Actually, the only dangerous dance that we ever had was when Trevor decided to dance instead of Kuipers.
Oh yeah, I could see
Yeah.
that not ending very well.
It was also at the end of a 24-hour video game stream.
That explains everything.
That's what things you can't find wrong with me. What would you tell me, please? What do I do? What do I do?
I don't have any dollars to throw at him.
I feel like he's struggling to figure out what to do with this music. It's perfect, Eric. It's perfect.
Eric came through. This is exactly kind of along the lines of what I thought he would play.
Yep. know if this dance was 90s enough, Kuipers. I don't know what you do, Kuipers. I really don't know what you do. All right.
Yeah, man.
There we go. Thank you, Kuipers, for the dance.
Thanks,
That
Eric.
was, yes, thank you, Eric, for suggesting that we do this here.
I'm a little disappointed it wasn't 1 week. That's what I was hoping for.
You were disappointed, Kuipers. That would have been too on the nose.
Yeah, that's
It
why-
would have been, but it would have been funny to make after you said no so passionately at first. Would have been forced to listen to it.
forced.
Kuipers.
Was Bush a 90s band?
They might have been, yeah.
Glycerine.
Yeah, I think they might have been. Eric asked, wait, was that ska? I believe it kind of was. So, Eric,
Yes.
you do like some ska. Cal Nova says, what else can I spend $10 on? This is wild. There are several things, usually just indicating that you want one of us to shut up. That is one of them. There is the Kuipers dance. If you've got suggestions of things that you think that we should add to the stream, that you could spend $10 on, we are always up for suggestions. So you could send those our way either on Twitter, on any of our social medias, here in the chat. Just let us know if you've got an idea of something that you want to do. So, yeah, you know what? Wait, what?
Jolliver.
Lap dances? No, Jolliver. None of us, I don't think any of us signed up for that. Kuipers especially. Keep your clothes on, Kuipers. This is a family-friendly show.
Dang it, not again.
Yeah. All right. Well, Kuipers, you may not have the board, but I've got an old sound machine here that I think should do the trick.
Ooh, this ought to be good.
No intelligence found.
Does he know he's dumb?
There's something seriously wrong with you.
Wouldn't want to embarrass yourself in front of your fellow perverts.
You don't deserve the air you breathe, buddy.
Here's this week's nomination for the hardest 404ing on the internet.
Yes, it has been a while, but we have got a 404. We've got a couple stories here for you, and we will get the poll up on Twitter
Wait,
tonight.
Are you doing that or am I doing that?
You want to do that? Do you have access?
I'll try.
If not, I can do it. We'll get a poll up at some point for these stories. If this is new to you,
I thought the poll was for the dancing.
no.
Yes, you should
No,
continue to
Kuipers.
dance.
We said
Kuipers.
we said no lap dancing. This is family friendly, Kuipers. So if you are not familiar with the 404, every once in a while we decide that there are stories that just need to be told of people that are 404ing all over the internet, and so we put them up against each other. We read the story. You can come up with some ideas of names for the person or people in the chat, and then we will post that poll to see which one is the winner for the week. So the first story that we have is Muskego police call for rare Wisconsin panda sighting. Yeah, so Muskego police say that they were called to a home after a neighbor spotted a panda on the front porch last week. Friday morning, police said that the residents called in a sighting, calling it suspicious as panda bears are not native to Wisconsin. The police found the bear, who was a 48-year-old Muskego resident. He was supposed to dog sit for his friends, showed up in costume as a prank on the owners. The homeowners were contacted, and then the panda, in quotes, was allowed into the home. So this person that was across the street just must have really had some bad eyesight. That was it's like the neighborhood watch, but not working out right.
Or they're just old. I mean, sometimes
That's true.
old people, when they're not doing crossword puzzles or watching The Price is Right during the day.
Yeah.
I mean, you get excitement out of looking outside and just speculating what somebody else is doing. You can be completely off base.
Right.
Oh, I think he's making meth over there. Well, no, he's actually out playing with his kids.
Right.
But
right.
when you're 85 years old, you make up stories in your head and you go
Yeah.
with it, and then
So-
you call the cops.
So you see someone dressed up as a furry, and you think instantly, oh, there's a real life panda
Yeah.
out on the porch. and he's
literally
gonna
rip your
attack me.
face off.
He's gonna rip my face off because pandas are vicious. Hey, great. How many minutes? How many minutes were these? Is it 2 minutes? 3 minutes? I don't even remember. It's been so long since anyone has actually shut someone up.
I don't remember either.
Was it 3?
That is $10 well spent. Stream Elements.
All right. Yeah. So let me get this timer set, and we will.
Oh, this is happening.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
this is
happening.
Oh.
So it's gonna be you and Kuipers. So,
Oh, boy.
3 minutes starting now.
All right, Kuipers, you lead it off.
Oh dear, why me? I'm trying to get the Twitter poll set up. Okay. Pandas, aren't they adorable?
They really are. But, it's like poor Kyle. He just really wants to chime in right now, but he can't. Don't worry, pal. You only got 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Panda, not my favorite bear.
Not really.
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know. They are cute, but I don't know, all they do is eat bamboo. I kind of like the danger of going hiking in the mountains somewhere and having a grizzly bear or a black bear potentially claw me to death.
Okay.
I mean, they're just too innocent. I need adventure. I need adrenaline. I need something that could possibly cause damage to me.
See, that's why I'm kind of a bit more a fan of the sun bear, because like sun bears are like that fine line between like cute and cuddly pandas and vicious grizzly bears. Like they have some viciousness to them. They're not like total like lovable goofballs like pandas are.
That's a really good call, Kuipers. I forgot about sun bears.
Yeah, like they have them at the zoo, and I'm like, oh yeah, sun bears.
Bryan Middle School, 7th grade. I was on Team C. We were the Sun Bears. I don't know how I forgot that the Sun Bears were a thing.
I once wrote a book. It was like, I'm trying to remember what it was about exactly, but in history class, I wrote like a comic book that was like based on like, I think it was like civil rights movement, something had to do with that. Only I used like sun bears for it.
And that is now a Pulitzer Prize award-winning book.
Yeah, how'd you know?
I saw it on Amazon.
See, I thought my pseudonym would actually gone like snuck by, but nope, you're on to me.
Cal Nova agrees. They also say that Sun Bear is the best bear. However, they are the bear morons of the world.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they are known to be derpy at times, but
Ooh, derpy.
yeah,
Is that in the Webster's dictionary? Derpy.
I mean, it should be if it's not, but I'll look it up.
This is wonderful because Kyle just is sitting here with a smirk on his face,
He is absolutely
and
powerless.
he can't say anything.
Well, it's on Urban Dictionary. I feel that's good enough for me.
Oh boy, I don't know if you want to read those definitions.
Oxford Dictionary derpy is on the website at least.
Oh, did you say Oxford or Urban Dictionary?
Well, both.
Okay, because sometimes the Urban Dictionary can go south real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, don't look up what an Alabama Hot Pocket is, because that's bad news.
I'll just take your word for that one.
Kyle knows, but he can't say anything, and he sure would love to right now, chiming in about a Alabama Hot Pocket.
Okay, I love the origin on the Oxford or the English Oxford Living Dictionaries. The origin, early 21st century, from derp.
Is that somebody's last name, or?
I don't know. I just had no idea what else I was expecting.
Cal Nova also said Alaskan pipeline.
All right.
That's also a good
Do
one,
not
too.
do not look those things up, please. This is a family-friendly show.
From Alabama to Alaska.
This is what happened. 3 minutes with me not here, and we end up from talking about some dude in a panda costume to the Alaskan pipeline. This is... Look at what you've done, Eric.
This is wonderful.
Madness.
This is beautiful. This is poetry in motion. And you'd be a fool to think otherwise, Kyle.
All right. Well,
Okay.
that's...
Kuipers, that was fun.
Oh. Second verse, same
Hey,
as
Siri,
the first.
start a timer for 3 minutes.
Okay, anywho, I think we are at the point
Start a
where
timer for 3 minutes.
we should come up with any names for this. Has anyone got any names and a suggestion for the Twitter poll?
Oh, this
So-
is a really
so
this is a really poor time to have Kyle silent. All right, Kuipers, you give me what you think first, and then we'll kind of. My brain is still trying to process something something witty, and I might fall flat on my face.
I mean, the best I can think of right now is just panda problems.
I like the alliteration.
Panda Depressed
How about
by Eric.
How about Panda Manda?
Pandemonium.
Oh, there it is.
That-
That's solid. Pandemonium.
Pandemonium. And
Hold
it's
on.
great because I'm making terrible puns and Kyle can do nothing about this.
We still have at least 2 minutes, so there's plenty
Yeah.
more puns where that came from.
Oh boy.
But I think Pandemonium is in the lead right now, Kuipers.
Konova says 0 out of 10. Okay, fine.
Furry Fury.
Fur-
That's thinking outside the
Okay.
box, yeah. I just can't get over how cute this little panda is. But this is a
Yeah.
real panda, right? This is
Yeah,
not,
this is a real panda.
This
This
is
is the
not
image-
live action shot of the guy in a costume.
No, this was the image that they actually had on the website, though it is not actually like correlated, I think, to the actual news story,
Okay.
which is very disappointing.
Yeah. I was like, he's slouched down in front of the stoop.
He's just looking at the camera like, "Hey guys."
I got
Why?
I got nothing for this one right now. I don't know why. I can't think of.
So Furry Fury. Wow, why was that so hard to say?
Asian situation. Bamboozled. Yes, that's a good one. I thought Eric was supposed to be sick. He's killing it right now. Physically, he may be sick, but mentally, his mind is still all there right now. How you doing over there, Kyle? You can't say anything.
Yeah.
Oh, this is wonderful. I think Bamboozled goes to the top of the
I think
list. now.
Bamboozled might have to be that may have to be the winner here.
I think what also sells it is that Eric put bamboo in all caps and then
Yep.
lowercase the zld,
the Zold
the zled,
Zled.
zled.
Zled. Is that just a Z? Which is the British way to say a Z?
I don't know. All I was thinking is making my brain hurt. But
Well-
the black patches around his eyes look like little smartphones.
I mean,
Like
it's-
maybe like an iPhone 4 or 5, something a little bit smaller.
Kuipers, you missed your opportunity with Pandemanium because it was a man
Yep.
that looked like a panda.
yeah.
Yeah, you really missed that
Bummer.
one.
I guess you could say that was
Um,
bamboozled.
yeah, I guess
Is there a limit to how many times you can be shut up?
however many tub bucks are available.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I'm not
that's
trying.
the-
I'm not encouraging anybody else to do it. I'm just asking out loud.
That's how it's done. Cal Nova says, Kyle, 10 out of 10. Thank you. I had the whole 3 minutes to think about that one.
Bamboozled or Pandemanium?
I think the Pandemanium.
Okay.
But
gonna
no,
say
no,
there's a bit of
bamboozled.
bias.
Bamboozled, I think,
Bamboozled?
is the winner. You guys had
Yeah.
already selected it. I was just saying you missed your opportunity there.
Yeah. You also couldn't do anything about
I
that.
couldn't
for
do
this.
anything
You
about
had
it.
to be quiet.
I couldn't
for,
help
you.
you.
You had to be quiet for 6 minutes.
I mean,
I have not
basically,
gone that long in my life,
That's true. That is true.
even when sleeping.
I mean, basically, I think Eric single-handedly won that round because I couldn't.
It was
I couldn't-
sabotage.
Yeah, it was sabotage.
Beastie Boys, another '90s band.
Hey.
Yes,
Telling all
there we
y'all
go.
it's sabotage.
Oh, all right.
right.
Well, let's move on to the next story.
Yeah.
And our last story of the evening. This one is coming from abc.net.au. So this is
dots.
from Australia. Suspect who fled police patrol is caught dangling by his underwear on 6-foot fence. The story is police caught up with a suspect found dangling upside down by his underwear in Adelaide overnight. The man was arrested by police and after reports of someone smashing windows at a house under construction. Police said they were called to the area around 3 a.m. after a witness had yelled out at the suspect, causing him to run away. The suspect was spotted by police nearby, and he ran off when the patrol approached. They lost sight of him, but soon found him dangling upside down from a 6-foot fence by his underwear after he became caught while trying to jump the fence, the senior constable Matt Brown told ABC Radio Adelaide. And quote, so one day you're going to get caught with your pants down, and today was that man's day.
He'd been sitting on that quote for a while.
He had, yeah. The 23-year-old Seton man was arrested and charged with being unlawfully on premises, breach of bail, and carrying an offensive weapon after a knife was found in his pocket as well. Police have urged everyone who sees and hears suspicious activities on building sites, vacant premises, or schools to call the police assistant line.
Breaches.
The what?
Breaches.
Breaches?
You know, he was like 17 Foster's oil cans in at this point.
Probably. Yeah, he had a few. He had a few Fosters.
Because I can't think of any other Australian beers.
That's the one. Foster's is Australian for beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, full disclaimer: this is not an actual image of the person. The only image that was actually in that news article was just an image of police lights. Or like
so you found us another guy that got caught on a fence.
Yeah, like a.
That's not his underwear, though.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, that's also not the most family-friendly thing to see, because a lot of times when it's by the underwear is still up the fence.
They might have blurred it.
And something else fell out.
There weren't any good pictures that were, like, that were a good resolution.
All right. Well, I thought you didn't want to show off the graphicness of it. Poorer the resolution, the poorer the resolution, the better it is for this stream's purposes.
Start a resolution revolution.
Yeah. Eric is going off with suggestions here. He's got 6 feet underwear.
I actually thought of that one too, which is surprising that Eric and I are on the same wavelength.
abc.eu/underwear. Fruit of the Moon. Constable Underoo.
See,
that was Mutiny Teddy. Thank you very much. The /underwear one was Mutiny Teddy as well. I didn't even. They've got the same color of name, and I missed it. Welcome to the chat, Mutiny Teddy. It's good to have you back. It's been a while.
I was gonna say Underoo Didgeridoo.
Underoo Didgeridoo. Ooh. I kind of like that one. It's like a take on what Mutiny had there, but.
Well, this has been percolating in my head since you started the story.
Yeah.
As soon as you said underwear, I was like, okay, Underoo.
What
rhymes? Didgeridoo. And that's an Australian word.
That is an Australian word. I don't know. What do you think, Kuipers? How are you feeling on this?
I'm trying to come up with something that has to play with the land down under.
He just smiled and
the land down underwear. Yeah. Come on, Kuipers.
He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich.
Underwear over there.
No, this isn't Bare Naked Ladies. They're Canadian.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Yeah.
Kuipers. It was going back to the 90s.
Canadian bacon is just ham.
Yeah.
And a Canadian tuxedo is a jean jacket.
Crime down underwear, Eric says. And then Mutiny Teddy said, sick wordplay in regards to the Underoo Didgeridoo. And he says, total ripoff, but touche. Yeah, I don't know. What do we got? now Mutiny Teddy's just throwing things. Bare naked underwear. That's called Commando, I believe. Anywho, Kuipers, what do you think? You're getting to pick here.
Oh dear,
you're setting the poll. You pick. Dem's the rules.
Oh dear, that's right.
There's so much pressure right now.
I'm so used to Jeremy doing this. I'm just like, no, now I'm the one to be blamed.
Yeah, you're the one to be blamed. Which one do you think? We got a lot of options there for you.
This story took off.
I think the Underoo Didgeridoo had the most comments around it.
Okay. Eric comes in strong at the end with Crocodile Undie.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
That may have to be it.
If that's I'm not even mad.
That's
pretty well played.
That was pretty good. Eric. Coming in at the end and stealing the show.
Thanks a lot, Eric.
Cal Nova seconds that one. All right, we've got it. So
Okay.
there we go. We have,
Bamboozled and Crocodile Dundee.
yeah, we've got our stuff.
I was really hoping to be the first ever guest on the show named Jared that would ever get a headline for the 404, but Eric had to come in and steal that thunder.
Hey, you
Down
know what?
under.
You know what? You did all right. You did all right. So
I tried. I gave 110%.
yeah,
Like Fort Minor told
Like
me
Fort
to do
Minor
back in
told
the
you to
day,
do back in the
so
day.
I listened.
Teddy's upset because there was no crocodiles in the story, but it was Australian, so it's Australian for underwear.
And Outback is a sorry excuse for an Australian restaurant.
I'll agree with that.
You all right?
Yeah, I just had a hiccup.
I really could. A bloomin' onion sounds good right about now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Okay.
dear.
Another Kuipers dance.
Ooh.
Man, you know, he gets upset when we're all here too late. But he's extending this show because he wants to do another dance. Which one is it, Eric? Oh, there we go. We've got
Eric is just on it, isn't he?
I think he's
I'm
feverish.
not surprised by it, but is he more cowbell? Maybe.
Yeah, I think he's feverish, and he's probably just stir crazy, having been.
And Kuipers has to go through his whole calisthenics routine again.
Yeah.
He's rowing a boat right now.
Yeah, or is he skiing backwards?
yes.
I think he's skiing backwards.
If he's got good form for the slalom.
Yeah,
Sign him up for the next Winter Olympics, wherever they are.
Are you ready, Kuipers? Are you ready? He's got to take that hit of cream soda before he dances.
What? No,
Oh my
no.
gosh! Mutiny Teddy just redeemed one.
Oh no! Do I have to do a double feature?
Is
then?
this a double dance?
You can't triple dance a double dance.
Yeah, but you can double dance. That's for sure. I think.
We can dance if we want to. We can dance. We can dance.
All right, Kuipers, are you ready for this?
I don't sure.
I don't sure. Okay. Get over here.
Me winning isn't. You do.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Pushed your head to the side and said I'm angry. 5 days since you laughed at me, saying get back together, come back and see me. 3 days since the living room. I realized it's all my fault, but couldn't tell you. Yesterday you'd forgiven me, but it'll still be 2 days till I say I'm sorry.
Hold it, now I want to hoodwink. Does it make you stop think? You'll think you're looking at Aquaman. I summon fish to the dish, although I like the chalet Swiss, I like the sushi, cause it's never touch a
It
frying
just
pan.
clicked why he
What's
loves
up,
this
even
song
up
so
rhymes?
much.
Speak like Leanne rhymes, because I'm all about
They
value.
mentioned
Perfect
Aquaman.
campers got the mad hits. You try to match wits, you try to hold me by the
Jeremy
bus.
might have to replace the carpet because right now Kuipers is tearing it up.
He's burning a hole in the
Oh
floor.
my goodness. We already got enough heat down here.
Can I help it if I think you're funny when you're mad? Trying hard not to
And I
smile,
also
though I
like
feel bad.
before he started dancing, he unbuttoned the jacket
Yeah.
to get a little bit more advertising
got
out
that-
there for men in a tub.
Yep.
That's flawless.
Taking off my shirt, it's been 1 week since you looked at me.
There we go.
Your arms in the air and
I'm not sure where this is going, but I'm all in.
Kuipers, we said the poll was not an option here. It's a family-friendly show.
Here, take my credit card. You deserve something nice.
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops sticking. Watching X-Files with no lights on, with all our mates on.
love
The smoking
X-Files,
man's in
by
this
the way.
one, like Harrison Ford, I'm getting frantic. Like Stingham can trick, like Snickers guaranteed to satisfy. Like Kurosawa, I make mad films. Okay, I don't make films, but if I did, they'd have a
Kuipers is
samurai.
doing better
Can
than
get
me.
a
I would be
sit
tired
in the
by
kind of
now.
tiny enough just so my arms
And
are
already out of
flying
breath.
the backswing. Gonna get into my Sailor Moon, cause the cartoonist got the boom anime babes that make me think the wrong thing. How can I help it if I think you're funny when you're mad? Trying hard not to smile, though I feel bad. I'm the kind of guy who laughs at a funeral. Can't understand what I mean, you soon will. I have a tendency to wear my mind on my sleeve.
All right, we'll give you a break here, so that we can get to Mutiny Teddy's.
Round of applause.
That's a round of applause for Mr. Kuipers there.
The German judges would give it a 9.
Yes. Okay. The suggestion is that a suggestion of song, Teddy? What is it that you're wanting here?
The same song that we had Nathan sing, like two extra lives ago.
That's what that one is?
Yeah.
Fifth Element Vita?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's Seventh Element is actually or Fifth, Seventh, one of those two.
I think he had it right. Vita's Seventh Element 2002?
That
I don't know
sounds
what that
about
is.
right.
Okay. Are you ready for this, Kuipers?
No.
No.
But the show must go on.
With or without Kuipers?
Well, you know what, Kuipers? Let's give you a chance to catch your breath here, and let's before we go and get you to dance again. Let's go ahead and thank our Patreon peeps here. If we can get the stuff going. Give me just a moment here. Kuipers, you got that image ready?
Already up.
Oh, you're already on top
Yeah, see,
of
I
it
thought
here.
you were going you just queued yourself up,
I did.
but you totally just like flopped on it.
I'm still laughing at Crocodile Undie.
Crocodile Undie.
That was brilliant.
All right. Well, we do want to thank our Patreon peeps. These are the folks that help us with bringing home some bacon in this show. They are the ones that are supporting us with some dollars. They get to have their names on the screen in this lovely Patreon choral. Thank you to Jay Oliver and God of Atheists. You really help us with being able to do a lot of things that we wouldn't be able to do without your help. Anybody that joins gets a thank you on this screen here at the end of our show. They also get access to our special Discord channel that not everybody can get into. If you want to get into our Discord as well, you can, but patrons get a special patron-only feed that gets you a little more one-on-one time with the guys in the tub. So if that's
all I want.
If that's what you're into, is a little bit of one-on-one time with guys in the tub, there you go. So, yeah, exactly. Muni Teddy says, like having such a wonderful guest. You got it, buddy. That's exactly what it is. Oh,
I accept Taco Bell. I actually don't accept real money. So
yeah, that's true.
That's
you
the
don't
best
accept any real
currency.
money, so that is a fact. So, Kuipers, how you doing over there? Are you
As I'm gonna be.
he's sweating a little bit, but
okay?
I
All right.
don't sweat. I glow.
oh,
You glow.
No, I totally sweat.
En Vogue, you were born to shine.
All right, Kuipers. Well, give me just a second here. I'm trying to. My computer is being stupid.
That's quite a
Alrighty.
quite a screen name on the chat.
Which, hey,
Are they of Scandinavian?
I'm trying to read it. Vulgar. Volg.
That's
Volga
actually,
something. Thank you for joining. Yes, we've got 6 viewers that are in our chat here and watching. And that is how many we have. Thank you for that update on how many people that we have. Hit the heart and give us a subscription or like or whatever you want to do.
I think Volga Blaftesak is actually a brand of furniture at IKEA.
Are you sure?
I think so. It sounds like something Swedish.
I don't know if that's the case.
A
but
blargen, flargen,
Thanks for
bargain.
following.
Thank you very much for following. We appreciate it. Now you can get the notifications so you can join the 6 viewers every time that we go live. So, Kuipers, you are up. It is time for another Kuipers dance.
6 loyal viewers, though, is better than 10 non-loyal viewers.
That's true. Oh, it's going to take... There we go. Kuipers, are you ready?
He's turning the heat
dancing.
down. He is a graceful swan. This will be a night I never forget. I can tell you that much.
That's true. You never quite forget a Kuipers dance, especially when you're sitting behind the desk.
He's wearing Wranglers, if anybody was curious.
Oh, the fans know.
Brett Favre would be proud.
What was that?
Oh,
The slow step in between. Oh, Kuipers.
I feel like this is the vinyl that Andy Dufresne is playing in Shawshank before the cops come in and bust him when he's at Warden Norton's desk.
Yeah, I think you're right. Except for the
Dufresne.
fact that this is from Fifth Element, the Bruce Willis film.
Oh.
Yeah. That was really nice of Teddy to find something that was a little more chill for
Yeah.
you.
This is also totally not the song, just FYI.
I typed in Fifth Element Vita, and this is what came up. Okay? So,
Living
I
La
think-
Vida Loca.
I think it's what Mutiny Teddy wanted.
He spent his hard-earned bucks on this, so we're going to cater to what he
Yeah.
wants.
He spent his 500 tub bucks. I mean,
Oh.
are you spitting on this song because you can't dance to it in a way that you can't breathe?
I'm going to take up origami.
Teddy says wrong version, but yeah, thanks.
So does he get a tub buck refund, or how does that work?
No, he gets this. He bought this dance.
And really, I mean, this is worth more than $5.
Teddy says I'm liking it. Yeah. Volg asks, so what do you guys do on stream?
This. So graceful.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the wave going.
Kuipers,
He's
this has been beautiful.
He's a small swan in a very big ocean.
Thank you very much, Kuipers. What a great dance. Thank
We
you.
can clap,
Yes.
right? We
Yes,
can
we can
clap,
clap.
yes.
We can clap for him. Volg is kind of confused. We do a show. This is near the end of the podcast. And yes, as we have put in the chat, people can redeem dances from our intern Kuipers. And
Present.
present. He will dance if the folks want him, and he will dance forever. Really,
Is it only dancing, or is there like any?
it's only dancing that
For
Kuipers.
now.
For now, if
Yeah,
anyone
for
else
now.
has any suggestions.
Yeah, if you have any suggestions of how you want to spend the tub bucks and things that you can do to influence the show a little bit, let us
Juggling.
know. Juggling. You want somebody to juggle if somebody redeems things?
Well, we're all pretty uncoordinated, so maybe not. That might be a horrible idea. There's a lot.
like it,
there's
though.
a lot of nice technology and.
Like I like
this
it.
area.
I like it. Eric, I think, has seconded the fact that juggling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get Kuipers juggling.
Chainsaws.
That'll be
No,
not chainsaws.
No, there's safety violations with that.
Yeah, and we want our deposit back when we leave this studio. So
That's true.
Plus, tight spaces aren't really that great with chainsaws.
Yeah, they're not the
Especially moving
best.
Chainsaws.
They're not the best for that. So, all right, I think we've done it. We've gone. This has been a very long podcast, comparatively.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Go team!
Thank you very much, J-Rod, for joining and being a part of the show and helping us out, especially being down a couple men.
Well, hey,
So-
when you need to dig really deep into the bullpen to get the ninth reliever out,
Yeah.
call me.
You're the
I'm a
shortstop that will call in to pitch in the bottom of the 15th inning.
down, or just the person you bring in when you're down 18-1, and
Or
you
that,
don't want to
yeah.
blow any pitcher's arms.
Exactly.
I come in the junk time.
Exactly. Oh, El Guapo Eric is saying Jeremy could clean his guns. That would be something.
My
funny.
dad would probably buy $10 for that.
There you go. There you go. Well, that does it for us. I think we will be back next week. Hopefully, we will have a few more dudes in the tub, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. So I think we should get out of here. It's about that time, right?
It's been real. It's been
been-
fun.
yeah.
It's closing time.
No, that's the wrong song. Wrong song, J-Rod.
I know, but it's still 90s.
Well, that's true. That would still be 90s. So, all right, folks. We will see you next week. Until then, if you haven't, go find us on social media. Find us on pretty much everything. Follow us on YouTube. Join our Discord. Eric, throw that in the chat so that they can see it. or Kuipers, one of you two. I can't type and talk and listen to bare naked ladies all at the same time. So
Eric made me dance. He can do it.
bold moves
I like it.
from the intern. All right, folks.
Adios.
See you later.
C'est la vie. Tip your waitress.
I'm the kind of guy who laughs at a funeral. Can't understand what I mean, well, you soon will. I have a tendency to wear my mind on my sleeve. I have a history of taking off my shirt. It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Threw your arms in the air and said you're crazy. 5 days since you tackled me. I still got the red burns on both my knees. It's been 3 days since the afternoon. You realize it's not my fault, but I'm only too soon. Yesterday you'd forgiven me, and now I'll sit back and wait till you say you're sorry.